Hi, and welcome back to the Baby Cubby. Today we're going to be talking about all 5 versions of the Nuna Pippa, so buckle up. So let's break down some of the similarities and differences between all of the models. First and foremost, by price. The regular Pippa is going to start at $2.99. Then we have the Pippa Lite and the Pippa RX, which are both $3.49, so a $50 price increase. And then over here we have the Pippa Lite LX and the Pippa R, which is going to be another $50 increase, so you're looking at $3.99 there. So there are a couple questions that parents kind of ask themselves to decide between the different models. The first, and I think one of the most important, is going to be the weight. There's a lot of different weight disparities between each of these seats. So the Pippa RX and the regular Pippa are going to be the heaviest, the Pippa RX being about 8 pounds and the regular Pippa being about 7.5. And then we get into the light model. So the regular Pippa Lite, the Pippa Lite LX, and the Pippa Lite R are going to be about 5.3 to 5.7 pounds respectively. The Dream Drape is going to add a little bit of weight on this one, but otherwise you're losing about 2 pounds between those different models. This is mostly going to be because of how you would install the car seat. With the Pippa RX and the regular Pippa, you can use these car seats with or without a base. You can see right here that there's a little seatbelt installation piece. With the Pippa Lite models, they actually removed that piece to kind of save some weight. So with those models, you need to install it with the base at all times, meaning you cannot install it with a seatbelt. However, you can purchase multiple bases. So if you just have 2 cars that you're using and you still want to be able to get those lighter seats, for example, with twins, that might be in your best interest, then you can purchase separate bases to install in your separate cars, making it super easy. So like I mentioned before, the Dream Drape does add a little bit of weight, but it is a really cool feature, I think. So basically, it looks like this. It's going to be a piece of fabric that actually tucks and zips up into the car seat, or you can bring it down. It attaches to the car seat by these little magnetic pieces that attach to the side. It has this mesh paneling to make sure there's still a lot of circulation in the car seat, but it is a really awesome alternative to third-party car seat covers, which you should not be using while your car is in motion. So this kind of gives you an option to still have some coverage, so you're not getting too much sun, baby can sleep easy without having to compromise on safety. As you can see, some of these have the Dream Drapes and some of them don't. So the regular Pippa will have a Dream Drape, the Pippa RX will have a Dream Drape, as well as the Pippa Lite LX. In addition to the Dream Drape, the Pippa RX and the regular Pippa are gonna have what's called a peekaboo window. So as you can see here, there is just like a little extra mesh paneling. All of the other car seats do not have that. So as you can see, just got regular hood right here. So that just adds just a little bit more circulation and is just a little extra feature. So as far as fabric and colors, between the different models, there is going to be a variety of different fabric as well as color options. So it kind of varies between polyester, jersey knit, and wool for the different fabric options that come with the different models. And all of them kind of have their own variety of color, but they're gonna all be very neutral colors. So you're gonna see a lot of white, gray, black, and blue. So out of the box, these different models are gonna come with different bases as well. The regular Pippa, the Pippa Lite, and the Pippa LX will come with the regular Nuna Pippa base, whereas the Pippa RX and the Pippa Lite R are going to come with what's called the Relax base. So these are the 2 different bases. This is the regular base, this is the Relax base. Pretty much the biggest difference is this is gonna have just 1 flip foot, which means 1 position for recline, whereas this has 4 different recline positions that you can adjust using this button. The Pippa Relax base is also going to have a few more positions with the load leg. It has 17 versus 12 on the regular Pippa. It also has this anti-rebound piece of it, which just kind of adds a little bit of stability as well. Something to consider is that this Relax base weighs about 18 or so pounds, whereas the regular base weighs about 14 pounds. So it's not as ideal to carry around with you or switch between cars. However, I do think the feature of being able to adjust makes it more usable in most vehicles and makes it a lot easier to install, and I think that it's worth it. Another difference between the 2 is that the Relax base is going to have a little bit more versatility with the latch. The latch system does kind of pop out and you can tighten it against the car, whereas with the regular base, it's not going to have that availability. So in some cars, you'll find that this latch doesn't really quite reach the car and it's really hard to install. So I think that that does make this base, again, just a little bit more convenient. With both bases, the installation is going to stay super easy. You're just going to click it right in. And you're ready to go. So when you're looking for an infant car seat, give Nuna a look. As you can see, there's a lot of different variety between their different seats. They really cater to a lot of different lifestyles, a lot of different needs of different parents within each model, giving you a lot of variety to really pick and choose what's important to you. Whether that's you need a really light seat for traveling or you don't, you just need something pretty basic. There's a lot of options for you here. I think they have really fantastic fabrics, they're very high quality, and they're some of our favorite seats. If you like these products or any of the other products that you see in our videos, make sure to shop them at babycubby.com. Any order over $25 gets free shipping. If you want to learn a little bit more about all of these different models, check out this playlist that we made going into depth on each different Pippa. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you want to see, and we will be here next time.